Well, hello, fellow Remizens, my peeps, my friendos, my favorite people, and welcome back to our Chill Vibes Variety Talk Show.
Into the Night.
We got some chill vibes to make tonight, peoples, with the topic of this episode being Toy Story 3. With some trivia, a super fight, our top 5 toys we want to see in Toy Story 5, doodling with Charles, and of course, a sleepy story with Danny Stein. So sit back, grab something tasty, maybe a comfy chair, and come and get your evening CVD with me, your favorite host, Deji D.
And then there's the old guy with the mustache. I'm Charles Waltman.
Yes, sir.
All right, first up on the docket is some trivia with Danny Stein. He's usually really mean with some of the questions he presents, so hopefully you enjoy our first segment of the evening. Trivia Quiz Thingy-ma-bob!
Alrighty, welcome back, Danny Stein. Can't wait to see what kind of tasty trivia you've cooked up for us today, you know?
Yeah. And just remember, folks, that the points don't matter and it's all just for fun.
Well,
Yeah, just keep telling yourself that, Charles. Hey, folks, Danny Stein here, and I've got a 15-question trivia quiz thingy-ma-bob on Toy Story 3 all ready to go. So let's get started right now with question 1. In the very beginning, Woody and the gang save a train of orphans heading to their doom. What particular toy make up the orphans?
Oh my gosh, the orphans have some crazy hair, Babas.
it's wacky for sure.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The Trolls.
Baby, yeah.
The correct answer is Trolls.
Woo!
That's what's up.
Question 2.
Let's go.
Which toys are the first ones to go AWOL once Woody and the gang get ready for attic mode?
Oh, those poor toys.
I know, I don't blame them for going AWOL.
I know, right?
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The little green army men.
Yep.
Yeah.
The correct answer is the Green Army Men.
War's over, folks. Me and the boys are moving on.
Woo!
Yeah, Baba.
Easy street.
Question 3.
Let's go.
What is the name of the daycare that our cast of toys end up at?
I always wondered why this daycare had recess.
Yeah, a little weird.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Sunnyside.
Sunnydale. Wait.
The correct answer is Sunnyside.
Woo!
Poop.
All right, moving along now to question 4.
Better be easy.
What was the name of the room that Andy's old toys were designated to at Sunnyside?
A good little bit of anatomy right here.
Yep. Bug anatomy.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The caterpillar room.
The room of the demons.
The correct answer is the Caterpillar Room.
Oh,
That's what I
yeah.
meant.
Here's where you folks will be staying. The Caterpillar Room.
Yeah.
Stay alive with question 5.
Give it to me.
Who rescues Woody while he's hanging from a tree?
Gosh, I love this scene with that green kite thing.
Disney magic, baby.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Yep, it was Bonnie.
Andy. Wait.
The correct answer is Bonnie.
I meant Bonnie. Yep.
Yeah,
Question 6.
let's do it.
Bonnie's Triceratops toy. What's her name?
Wait, it's not Triceratops? Oh dear.
It's like an old kid's cereal.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Trixie.
Stephanie. I don't know.
The correct answer is Trixie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Question 7.
Let's go.
To return your Buzz Lightyear action figure to its original factory settings, slide the switch from play to what?
Your butt.
Doesn't even make sense, bruh.
Well,
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
demo,
Demo.
baby.
Yep.
The correct answer is Demo.
That's what's up.
Slide the switch from play to demo.
All ready to question 8.
Ooh.
If you deviate from Lotso's rules at Sunnyside, where do you spend the night?
Ugh, this is a harsh thing.
I know all them Lincoln Logs.
Oh, no.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
In the box.
In Sid's room.
The correct answer is in the box.
Spends the night.
In the box, we get it.
in your butt.
One day you'll stop saying that.
Question 9.
Keep dreaming, Bubba.
Who was Lotso's original owner?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Andy.
Barney and Friends.
The correct answer is Daisy.
Okay.
All right, the baby tag. Whoops.
At it again with question 10.
And the rhyming.
Who runs the surveillance cameras at Sunnyside during the night?
The most creepy looking thing ever.
I know it, right? I hate it.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The monkey.
That evil, evil monkey.
The correct answer is the monkey.
Yep.
Even if that monkey's a good toy now, still gives me the creeps.
I know
And
it.
real quick, folks, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button and give us a subscribe. We're trying to collect as many residual chill vibes as possible. Isn't that right, Jill? Well, you heard the boss. All right, Danny, spiel is over.
Finally. Okay, back to it. Still have 5 questions left, so on we go now to question 11. While trying to fix Buzz, Rex accidentally puts him in what mode?
Oh my gosh, I love this part.
Yeah, he's a pretty good dancer, that's for sure.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Spanish mode.
baby.
C.
The correct answer is Spanish mode.
Oh, I love it.
Venga conmigo, señorita. Le enseñaré las maravillas de la galaxia.
Yeah,
Question 12.
all right.
Who throws Lotso in the trash?
Quite a refreshing moment, that's for sure.
That's karma, Bubba.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Big Baby.
Wait, it wasn't Woody? Oh.
The correct answer is Big Baby.
What?
Put me down, you idiot!
Oh.
Way to be a baby.
Hey,
Question 13.
give it to me.
Who saves our cast of toys from being burned up in the trash incinerator?
Oh my goodness, the saddest part of the film.
Like when they all hold hands.
Oh.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The squeaky green alien toys.
It was Bo Peep, baby.
The correct answer is the Pizza Planet aliens.
Oh yeah, right.
Did you even watch this movie, Charles?
Yes,
Question 14.
I think so.
The Lotso Bear toy is special, as it smells like what?
Smells like your...
Don't say it, Charles. You know.
Fine.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Your butt. Oh, boy.
Strawberries.
The correct answer is strawberries.
Sad to say it.
Can't help myself.
I had me one of these when I was a kid. Strawberries.
And holy moly, we've reached the last question of this trivia quiz thingamabob. So on we go now to question 15.
Bring it on.
Who becomes the new leader of Sunnyside once Lotso is gone?
Wait, when did this happen, Bubba?
I believe it was during the credits.
Oh, whoops.
Time's up. Give your answer in 3, 2, 1.
The mantis and the octopus fella.
It was Barbie and Ken.
Wait, what?
The correct answer is Barbie and Ken.
Woo!
What a cute couple.
Credits question.
And wonderful. You know that saying, right? Another quiz in the books, another Buzz Lightyear gets his wings. Anyways, thanks so much for playing with me, and I'll see you around.
Well, that was fun. You know, I wish I had a Spanish mode. Would love to get some boppity back in these old hips, you know.
Well, I mean, you could always put in a wrestling session with Jill again, but I think it would be more like crying in agony than boppity.
Ugh.
But I wouldn't mind if you want to try some gambling with that animal noise machine thingy-mabob. Looks like a lot of fun to me,
Yeah.
mixing Monopoly money and other things. Anyways, real quick, let's take a look at the residual chill vibes meter with AU. Hey, AU, what are we looking at here?
Hi, Deji. Everything is great so far. Chill vibes are at 32%. Keep it up.
Lovely. Glitchy computer. Anyways, up next we have a super fight coming your way with Bradley Bo Badley. So take it away, Bubbas.
That's what's up. How you doing, folks? I'm Brad the Bad. And over here at Super Fights, we look at a contender from the inspiration of today's episode, which is Toy Story 3, and match him or her up with another character from a different story. But before we do, I gotta announce the winner from the last fight between Hank from Finding Dory and Sebastian from Little Mermaid. And the winner is Hank! A pretty dominant win, it seems. Congrats, Hank, and everyone who voted for him to get the W. Alright, today's super fight is a tag match between villains, so let's get it on. In the blue corner, we have two of the meanest in Sunnyside. The strawberry-smelling big evil bear, Lotso, and his tag team partner, the good-dressing fella with a shiny Formosa plastic smile, Ken. That's right. And in the other corner, the challengers from Toy Story 2. First coming at you fresh out of the box, still smelling like garbage, Stinky Pete. And his tag partner, the only baddie that you need a strategy guide to beat him in a video game, the evil with a big smile, Emperor Zurg. Fellas, let the battle commence. And this time we'll start with the red corner. Mustache Wizard, you're up.
Oh boy, this fight is a cakewalk, peoples. Of course Emperor Zurg and Stinky Pete win this fight. Stinky alone has some incredible fitness for his age. He knocked Buzz off his feet with one punch.
Well.
Not to mention he's got a pretty sharp blade with him. One little slip and it nearly cuts off Woody's arm. If it can cut through Woody's fabric, then it sure can slice through Lotso's fluffy fluff. And you all know that slicing through Ken's clothes would leave him in shambles. I guess that's the biggest kryptonite of Ken, his clothing, Bubbas. Oh yeah, and Stinky Pete's mustache is supreme. Oh yeah, baby. To me, that's an automatic power boost right there.
Really?
And then you have Zurg. Oh boy, Zurg is just modded with all the gadgets and gizmos and things and stuff. He can shoot pellets out of his triple-barreled gun for a hand, it seems, and it never runs out. I have no idea how. His Zurg vision gives him a zoom and pinpoint energy, and he's got considerable strength as he can lift Buzz in the air with one arm and twist him around like pizza dough. That's one pretty powerful Bubba if you ask me, making him much stronger than Ken and at least equal strength to Lotso. Yeah, it's not even a fair fight, this one. Zurg and Stinky Pete for the dominant finish. Yeah.
Well, alright. You got me convinced already, my man.
I know it.
You know, on a side note, I kind of wish they'd make a Toy Story wrestling game or something. That would be great tag team action. Anyways, Deji, your turn to counter, if you can.
Sure thing, Brad. Well, have you seen the size of Lotso?
Yeah.
Sure, he may smell like strawberries, but he's got a bear hug that'll leave you paralyzed. He's definitely not one to mess with. He's calm, collected, and pure evil. I'd say he has twice the brains of everyone else in this fight.
What?
He found a way to rule all the toys in Sunnyside after all. And cult leader skills are nothing to scoff at. He knows how to play the game and win. Plus, he's got a hammer as a walking stick. Sure, it's not a blade, but it's definitely something a big, huge, strong bear could use to pound you into the ground, if you know what I'm saying.
Well.
Stinky Pete, more like Stinky Pancake. Emperor Zurg, Lotso would make him say uncle. And then there's Ken. Yes, he's probably somewhat weaker than the other contestants here, but he's definitely got some karate skills and flexibility, making him fit for some fisticuffs. And the material he's made of is pretty sturdy, flexible plastic. Let's see Stinky's blade cut through that. Probably not too easy, you know? And he might not be the most suited for battle, but he's definitely a survivor and a clever toy, making the two Sunnyside villains a little too much for Zurg and Stinky Pete to handle. And, yeah, that's all I got, Brad.
Yeah, I love it. Two very fantastic arguments right before us. Both sides give some pretty strong points about their team, so I'm very excited to see who wins. Like before, I'm leaving a post on the community tab regarding this fight, so go ahead and vote for who you think will win between the tag team fight Lotso and Ken versus Zurg and Stinky Pete. And I'll collect the votes by Saturday evening and announce the winner in the next episode. But for now, that ends our Super Fight segment. Until next time, boom shakalaka. That's right, folks. Please vote in the community tab. Brad might even read some of the comments if you leave any. And can't wait to see who you think would win this fight, which is definitely Lotso and Ken.
Bop, 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 bop. No influencing their opinions outside of the segment, Bubba. Though, as an old man, it would tickle my heart if you chose Team Zurg and Smelly Pete. Enough of that. Up next is our top 5 toys that we would like to see in Toy Story 5. But first, check it out.
Take a couple seconds for yourself and just relax. Sometimes a timeout in the toy chest is just what you need to think things through. And who better to be stuck with than all the friends you trust? It's not too dark because the chest is cracked open. And the kids are at school. Just you time. All right, time to hop out and play because up next it's
Our top 5.
That's right, folks. Here's our top 5 toys that we want to see in Toy Story 5. And no, not a little cameo, but I'm talking a decent chunk, like Duke Kaboom level or higher.
Yeah, or even chunk level. But also let us know who you'd like to see in the comments below because we love hearing from you.
All right, let's get going now with our top 5 toys we want to see in Toy Story 5. A list that has no order or ranking, so all 5 toy choices are equal in want, if that makes sense. Anyways, starting with number 1, Stretch Armstrong.
That's right, Bubbas. A legend of the 70s and not afraid to not wear clothing. Stretch Armstrong is a toy we really would love to see make a big appearance in Toy Story 5. Maybe as the king villain of something or something like the Old Toys Gang or whatever. As both Bubba and I think that this new movie will be all about the digital world versus the physical one. Yeah, I mean, look at him, folks. Doesn't he look like he has a villain face? Or maybe not, maybe more like a Conan. But regardless of what they do with this famous toy, we hope to see him in the movie Toy Story 5. Yeah.
Number 2, Tamagotchi.
Y'all remember the Tamagotchi, right? Yeah, it's a digital toy, but a decently retro one at that. 1996, people. We believe that the Tamagotchi would be a great toy to include in the Toy Story 5 movie, maybe as a pet for Rex, or maybe a character that replaces the Etch-a-Sketch, but one that doesn't speak, but can store a lot of information and show us a lot of cute emojis or whatever. I don't know. It's a nostalgic toy that we feel like your universe clung to for a long time, and surprisingly is still going. Look at this Grogu version. Anyways, it would be a pretty awesome toy character to see, which is why it makes number 2 on our list.
Number 3, Scarlet G.I. Joe.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. The very first and only woman in the original G.I. Joe toy series and comic, I believe, definitely deserves a shout-out in the new Toy Story movie. Yeah, and Scarlet was one cool butt-kicking mama jama. In her toy description and cartoon in comic books and whatever, she is a crossbow wielder, but an expert at all things military, and even versing Taekwondo as well. Oh yeah, she'd kick your butt. She kicked more butt than most of the Joes, so I feel like she would definitely contribute well to Toy Story 5, maybe being a leader of the rebels with Bo, or maybe someone who gives a different strength and courage to a character like Barbie or Ken. Anything in the realms of that would be amazing because this toy is amazing and necessary for the history of female fighter characters, which is why it makes number 3 on our list. Yeah.
Number 4, Wreck-It Ralph.
I mean, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph is definitely not a Pixar product, so that might make this somewhat difficult. But wasn't it just in the latest Ralph Breaks the Internet movie that they added Brave's princess to that Disney princess scene, even though she was the only Pixar character present? That means anything is possible, people. Which is why I truly think that Wreck-It Ralph, the video game, should be featured in this next movie. I mean, they pretty much behave the same around humans, just like the toys, letting them take control when they're present,
but live their own lives when humans are away. And when the humans are away, it would be so cool to see the Toy Story characters interact with a video game character like Ralph. But who knows? I think it would be pretty cool if Woody and the gang, or Buzz and the gang, or whoever's left really, strap on some VR headsets and cross over to the digital world, even if just for a little bit. Wreck-It Ralph makes number 4 on our list.
And finally, number 5, Kermit the Frog, The Muppets.
Officially on Disney Plus, the Muppets always leave a mystery to what they are. You know what I'm saying? Are they toys brought to life by hands, or are they living entities that work outside the rules of puppetry? Kinda sounds like the magic of Toy Story, if you ask me. Well, regardless, they are the only toy-like entity I know that has such an interaction with real people. Maybe Kermit would end up acting as the official toy-to-human interpreter, or maybe he could act as the start to toys coming alive in front of humans. It's not like it's impossible after all. They did it to Sid, didn't they? It would be a very bizarre situation indeed, but it's something that we've wondered for a while now. The mystery behind the Muppets. Might they be toys that can talk to humans? Who knows? And again, they're actually on Disney Plus, which is why Kermit the Frog makes number 5 and completes our list. Yeah.
Okay, let's check the residual chill vibes meter again. AU, how's it look?
Hi, Danny. How are you? Chill vibes are at 64%. Just keep them coming.
Wonderful. Glitchy computer. All right, I'll be back later. See ya.
Cool, thanks, dude. All right, as you can see, Charles is prepping for his segment Doodle with Charles, so right now is a great time to thank our sponsors, starting with one of our local companies, Relax-A-Bear, a toy company here in Noble Towers whose products are found exclusively in the Look Around store. I love that place. Enjoy these super soft and cuddly gray bears filled with love and a high-quality speaker that plays endless supplies of nature sounds and lullaby tunes when you squeeze their hand. Totally safe for all ages and at an affordable credit. Come to the Look Around store at Noble Tower today and get one of those cute little toys. Thank you, Relax-A-Bear, for sponsoring this video. And we're also brought to you by CVD Gummies. That's right. Need your daily chill vibes dose, friendos? Well, get your daily dose today by heading down to the Look Around store. Wow, we're saying that a lot. Right now, it's solely in green flavor, which is a flavor hard to explain other than it delivers that sweet chill vibage almost immediately with no aftertaste. And for those Remizens tuned in that aren't from our dimension, you can get your daily CVD in any episode of Into the Night Night. Thank you, CVD Gummies, for sponsoring this and every episode on our channel. And you know, side note, I think the Look Around store should also be sponsoring us. Maybe we will shoot them a note. But with that concludes our thank yous to our sponsors. So, up next is Doodle with Charles Waltman. Take it away, brah.
Well, hello again, Bubbas, and welcome back to Doodle with Charles. That's me. Today I thought we'd draw one of my favorite little fellas, a Pizza Planet alien. As always, I use a 3-step multi-layer process that starts with shapes, then adding the details, and ending with color, baby. All I'm using is a basic pad, a stylus, and Procreate. But any program with multi-layer options will do, because at the end of the day, it's your doodle, Bubbas. It's your doodle. Now let's jump right in. As you can see, I'm using my standard square format here. And if we go up to here, see the layers? I'm using 3 layers like always. We're going to start with layer 1. And then we're going to use the technical pen like before. Whoops. There we go. And now look over here. We're going to make it about 15 for size and opacity at 20. That's where I like it. Now let's jump in with basic shapes. Let's make a sideways oval shape. Hold it down. Makes it perfect like that. A little bigger. Yeah. I like a good oval, Bubbas. And then another oval shape standing up. Kinda like this. Yeah. Just like that. An egg on top of an egg. We've already got some abstract art right here. And then a line through the middle. Like that. And then one down. Makes pants. And let's put some feetsies in there. Basic shapes like that. Like a leaf. Leaf. Shoes. Huh. And then a collar like this. Just a basic shape. Nice and easy. And then a line through the face. So we know where the center is. Well, whoops. Something like that. Just something in the middle. No, that's messy. Oh well. And then a cross like this. Remember, you won't see this at the end. And now an eyeball right in the middle like this. Yep, hold it down. Just like that, people. And then another eyeball on the left. Yep, hold it down. Very good. Make it bigger. Just like that. And now on the right. Boop. And now let's add the ears. What's an alien without ears, huh? Just like that. Oh, yeah. There we go. And on the right side. They kind of look like Spock ears, don't they? Yeah. So cute. And then the tiny antenna on top. Boopity boop. And circle. Nice. And now for the mouth. It's kind of like this just big half football thing. You see that? Just like that. It's probably going to be bigger when we draw over it, but for now, that's what it'll be. You know, I love these aliens. They're so cute. All right, let's add the arm now. Starting on the left. And remember again, folks, these are basic shapes. And then a little circle that connects. And then little nubbins. Just 3 of them like that. And like that. And like this. Little hot dog fingers. Now let's go over to the right side. And we add the basic shapes just like that. The same thing. Except the other side now. I love basic shapes. I think it's so easy to start this way. It's almost like tracing at the end, you know? Always want to make it as easy as possible. Now let's go to his little pin. And a circle here. And then a ring around the planet, like that. Excellent. Now, we're just going to add a belt real quick and then move on to the details. So, line like that. And then a little box in the middle for the belt. Buckle thing. Yeah. You know what? I think we're ready to start the details. So let's go up here. And go to layer 3. Yep. And then take a look at the opacity over here. We're going to slide it all the way to 100. And we'll make the line size a little bigger too. We should go big or go home, people. Let's make it 20. Yeah. Alright, folks, so now is where we add some details. And we're going to go up here first and start with the eyes. So let's draw around the eye like that. A half circle. Yep, hold it down. And then we're going to draw under it. Well, that wasn't very good. Let's try that again. And hold it down. Much better. There we are. And then we'll add a line under like this. And then one above too. Like that. Now let's draw the pupil. Boop. And like last time, we'll add a little circle and color the rest in, leaving that glare. Yeah. And now let's do this for the other eyes. Like so. Yep. Half circle. And then underneath, like so. Yep. You know, I love drawing eyes. They're kind of the easiest thing for me to draw. Because, you know, Procreate makes it pretty easy. I love doodling with Procreate, by the way. If you're not using Procreate now, that's totally fine, Bubbas, but I would highly recommend you try it if you haven't. It's a wonderful little appy app, you know? Alright, and let's draw the third eye like so. And then underneath like that. And I'm not sponsored by Procreate or anything. I don't even know how that works, Bubbas. I'm just using what I think is best. Yeah. And I'm just a doodler too, you know. I'm not even professional. I just like to doodle because it gives me chill vibes. See that glare? There we are. Now, as I said before, the mouth will be a little bigger, so as we draw now the mouth, just like that, you see how I'm making it a little bigger and a little more weird shaped. And then we're going to go under, just slightly bigger, Bubbas. It's about the size of Deji's mouth, you know. I'm just kidding, don't tell him. And then a line under like that. Very good. And now let's do the top of the head like this. Yep, we're just going to dive right in and start from the ear up to the top. Watch the antenna and then down. Hold it. Yeah, that's good enough. And then let's trace the ear now. Up, boop, boop, just like that. And boop up the other side. And a little ear detail like this. Doop, boop. Little ridge there. And equal on the other side there. Very good. And then down the face, down the chin part. Yep, all the way around. Well, that's a little fat, isn't it? Let's try that again. You know, it's supposed to be easy, but sometimes even when you're tracing, you gotta meet yourself halfway. You see that? That's good enough. Yeah. Now let's work our way down, trace the collar. Let's make it a little fatter. Yeah, just like that. Very good. And around. I love tracing. Up. There we go. And now we're going to trace the arm. Starting here. So easy. You know, you basically made a tracing book for yourself, you know? It almost feels like cheating. And then we move our way down. Now we're going to make it just a little fatter, right? Like, just like that. A little more round. Yeah. And now let's trace the hands. Yep, we're going to make the thumb curve out just a little that way. You see that? And then trace the sausage fingers just like this. Oh, well, I'm going to keep it. I'm keeping it. And boop. This is a doodle, people. Whoopsie daisy. Let's undo that. And draw down. Not everything's perfect, Babas. Not everything's perfect. And draw a line right there. You see that? And now let's trace the other side. Hopefully I can do a little better on the hands, unlike this time. Make the sleeve. Yep. And just like the other side, we're going to go down, make it a little wider. Yeah. Now let's try something fun. Let's make the thumb, and it goes behind the ear, so boop, just like that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. And then tracey trace. Oh, much better. You see that hand? And then the hand line like so. Much better on the right side, but who cares? Doodles aren't meant to be perfect anyways. So let's move on to the belt now. As we trace the belt, I love tracing, just like so. And let's make the box, and now let's hold the box down to make it a perfect shape. Yeah. Who would have thunk with some basic shapes you could make such a fun little character, even a Pixar one. All right, let's go down to the feet now. Let's trace these little leaf feet. Boopity boop. And the boopity boop, like so. Notice how I'm making them a little flatter on the bottom. Yep. Very good. And trace the line. Zoop. And zoop. Not perfect, but fine. And let's not forget the pant line, going from here to there. Wonderful. Yep. Wow, that looks great. Oh, the antenna. Let's go up here now and get the antenna. And do not close the circle this time, so it looks like it's connected rather than two separate things, just like that. There we go. Now we're going to do something fun. Oh boy, you see that planet? All right, let's go with the color scheme up here, real quick. And now we're going to choose an orange color. Let's look for an orange color here, because the planet is orange. Yeah, sort of like about right there. Now let's go to the planet and trace the circle like so. You see that? This is so we can color behind it without getting in its way. Let's go back to the colors now. Up here. And let's find a yellow. Yep, that's the ticket. Now let's trace the ring, Babas. And like so, yep. And of course, you know, on this planet there are pepperoni, so let's go back to the color scheme one more time. Pick a red. Yep. And let's make the pepperoni dots. There we are. I bet you never knew they were pepperonis, did ya? Did ya? Anyways, this looks ready to color, Babas, so let's go to the layers up here and go to layer 2, like so. And then let's start with this green skin. So we're gonna pick a green, but you can pick any color you want, peoples. I'm just choosing green because, well, the alien is green in the movie, so... But you can make him purple or yellow or whatever you want. Also, we're gonna change the pen style to studio pen because it gets a little thicker and it's funner to color with. So let's start coloring in the face. This here is my favorite part, and you can color in all of it because we'll come back and put in the whiteness and the dark of the mouth later. Right now, we're just going for all the green so we can see where we need to color next. You know what I mean? But coloring is so relaxing. I love it. Boop, bop, ba-doop, bop. I love coloring so much. It's my way of generating chill vibes, if you know what I'm saying. We need a lot of chill vibes these days. I don't know why, but the nightmares are out of control here in Rem City. So coloring right now is always bringing me some peace. And hopefully it's giving Jill some residual chill vibes to work with too, because, you know, she fights all the nightmares while Bubba and I make all these little videos. And she films the videos too, but I kind of feel bad because she's doing all the hard work by, you know, the actual defending us at night. Well, anyways, I really hope this is also bringing you chill vibes, because peoples, I know your dimension pretty well now, and I gotta tell ya, there's a lot of noise. So I hope you can find your peace. I'm hoping you can find your chill. And I hope you're having fun doodling with me, an old man. There we are. And now we're gonna go up here and change the color again to a blue, because his bodysuit is blue. And it could be any color you want again, peoples. You know, those Funko Pops are all sorts of colors these days with all these famous characters. I'm gonna use this blue, though. And now let's color in the body. Like so. Yep, just fun. And you see that? I'm coloring, and the planet color is unfazed because it's on the layer above this one. Isn't that magical? I love technology, people. You could never do this in a painting, you know what I'm saying? I never really got into painting. I kind of wish I did, but, you know, I just never had the patience. And I'm not good with real paint. I'm only good with digital things, Baba. Our dimension's strange, but I kind of like it. As you see, I'm just drawing over everything, and we'll come back in finer detail and color in the belt later. But for now, it's all gonna be this blue color, baby. Oh, yeah. Color noises. Better than me singing, though, Babash. You know this. Whoopsies, the antenna. Let's get that green by holding down, and then let's color in the antenna real quick. Just like so. There we go. Can't forget that. Now we're gonna go back to the blue color, but let's go up here and make it a little darker. And by a little, I mean quite a bit darker now, Babash, because we're gonna color in the belt and the shoes. Oh yeah, that's a perfect color right there. It's so gratifying watching a picture come together right before your eyes. Just started with basic shapes. Then it added some detail. And now we're filling in the color. It's coming to life. Oh yeah, looks good. I'm very proud of my doodles. I don't know if Bubba ever told you this, but I used to be a receptionist at a spa. It was down the street from here when we were allowed to go out. And I would do a little doodle for all the customers that would come in. It would be my little thing of gratification. All right, let's go back up to the colors now up here. And this time we're gonna pick a purple, my favorite color, oh yeah. We're gonna pick a little strong purple and color in the collar now. Yep, but I used to doodle all the time for the customers, and it would make me so happy. And that's how I got so good at it. Now let's find a mouth color. Let's go up here. And we're not going to use all black. We're going to go a little higher than that, right about there. And now let's color in the mouth. Now again, I'm not an expert at art or anything. I didn't go to school for it. But I think that the stencil part, the lines that we draw the details with, should be the darkest part of the drawing. That way it stands out, Babas. Let's go back up here. We're going to grab some white now and color in the eyes. Yep. This is the magic, Babas. It always looks weird when the skin color is in the eye, but when you color the eyes white, or whatever color you choose to have them, it always pops. Gives the drawing a little bit more boppity-boop-bop to it, you know what I'm saying? You see that? There. And you know what, Bubba? Let's add a little more detail. Let's grab the color green here by holding it down, and let's go up here now and find some shadow color right around here, just a little darker than what we had, right there. Yeah. And let's start over on the right hand, and let's go on the left side of the finger, and let's draw a little line like that. There we are. And let's do that with all the fingers now, just to give it a little shadow. You see that? Just pops a little more. And maybe a little behind the ear like so. You know, I just go every which boppity-boopity way. I love just finding my own path with no real order or anything. It's just so much more fun that way. There. You see those? You see my fingers? Now they pop. Poppity pop. And then we'll grab a little blue by holding it down like so. Grabbing a darker color like this. And then we're gonna add it around the arms and the belly and stuff and things. As you see, I'm not the greatest shader or whatever, but I just try to look for any of the places that it might seem like there would be shadows, and then I just add them in. You gotta be bold, Bubbas. This is your doodle after all. This is your doodle. There we are. Wow, this looks nearly finished, but let's go up to the layers real quick and hide layer 1. Boop. You see that? Now, all the tracings are gone. Actually, you know what? Let's add a different color in the background here. And yeah, we're gonna go red this time. But if you go too red, see this? Boop. Yeah, it's too bright. We need to make it a little less bright. A little more dark too. Just so that your drawing stands out of the background, you know? We don't want it to be swallowed up by the bright red. Yeah, just like that. And now one more time, let's go to layer 3, like so. And then let's sign this bad boy. Let's first change this to technical pen again, so it's nice and thin. We like a thin signature, Bubbas. There we are. And then let's bring the size all the way down to like just somewhere down here, like 20 or so. And now confidently and proudly write your name wherever you want, Bubbas, wherever you want. I like to write it on the bottom right usually, but you can write it wherever you want. You should be proud that you did this, Bubbas. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Bubbas. Hope you enjoyed our little doodle time together, found your chill vibes, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Charles, my man, you blow me away. All right, AU, one more time. Let's check out the residual chill vibes meter and perhaps the weather. AU, what do we got?
Oh, hi, Deji. Great news! Our residual chill vibes meter is full, which means that we've got our quota for tonight. I know Jill's gonna be one happy camper. And as far as the weather goes, it's raining like always.
Thank you, glitchy computer. Which means we are yet another step closer to getting the chill vibes we need to head to space. And officially we have enough for Jill to convert into power so she can fight off the nightmares another night. Look at her powering up. I don't even know how all that works.
Well, it's probably a good thing you don't, Bubba. Powers and magic just fly right over my head. But anyways, now that our hero is out and all powered up and the Ramazans are safe once more, let's turn it over to Danny Stein as he gives us a nice sleepy story to ease us into the night-night.
And as always, folks, peace, love, fried chicken.
And take it away, Danny.
I'd be happy to. Take a moment and make sure you're in a comfortable space. And close your eyes. That's right. Wow. What an exhausting day, huh? The adventure you took? The journey to get where you are right now? That was some ride, wasn't it? Always being there for that special person, through thick and thin, through hell and high waters. After so much persistence, it can take its toll on the soul. Am I right? Especially when you fear that person no longer needs you, even though you've been through what seems to be a lifetime of fun together. After all you've shared with the one who marked your foot. Sometimes, life demands you to move forward to something else. In the blink of an eye, right? But this adventure, this unbelievable struggle to return home, only to then have to find another home, has led you to your long-deserved reward, hasn't it? You finally found your purpose again, in the loving and caring arms of a new owner, one who will take care of you, one who will treasure you, an owner who will never separate you from your family again, where imagination is king, where care and preservation are second nature, where you won't be shelved, but instead you'll be included because there's room for everyone. A comfy bedroom to explore and settle in, and a beautiful yard outside to have many, many more adventures filled with purpose and joy. And that is where our sleepy story begins, in that beautiful, green, peaceful yard. Take a look around you. Look at the gardening work. Beautiful flowers everywhere. All different sizes and shapes. All different colors. Different patches of garden filled with vegetables, filled with nature. And then there's that giant tree in the middle of the yard, the place your new owner loves to play and relax. You stand there just waiting for your next mission. You realize your owner is getting tired, so she sweeps you off your feet and gently carries you under the giant tree. As you and your friends lay there with your new owner, the tree plays tricks on you. The shade makes it seem nice and dark, even though surrounding you is the bright sun. That's the beauty of a tree, right? You can find your peace and quiet, even in the middle of the day outside. The fence surrounding you is wood and white and tall. You feel safe under that tree in the yard. And as your new owner drifts away into dreamland, she reminds you of your first owner, who was also gentle, who was also good to you, the one who wrote that name on the bottom of your foot. Even though he grew up and gave you to this new owner, it all comes from love. And it has finally found its way to your soul. And you can finally relax. As you lay there next to your owner, you pull down your hat over your eyes. What a fine place to take a nap. As you finally start to drift off, you notice it starts to rain. But the rain isn't cold or uninviting. It's actually quite warm. And since you're under a tree, it's not directly downpouring on you. Your owner goes inside and then comes right back out with a nice big umbrella. Looks like you're gonna hang out in the rain, but it sure is beautiful. Now the grass and the flowers in the tree are fed and they start to glisten. And you should see your owner's eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. As you continue sitting under the umbrella, she lays down a warm blanket. For some reason, that cute green umbrella is keeping you all dry. So you all lay down and take a nice little nap in the backyard in the rain. It's so cool around you, but the blanket is so warm. And all your friends are with you. Your owner hugs you all tight as she drifts back off into dream world. You pull your hat over your head again. It's nice and dark now, and so calming. You start to drift to sleep, and right before you do, you remember your old owner one more time. And in your head you thank him. That there can be magical moments even after a goodbye. Hello, new world, new life, new adventures. Goodbye, Andy. Thank you for joining me on this sleepy story. It's always a pleasure. And until next time, Danny Stein.